As a recovering good girl, I can tell you that exercising radical honesty is the kindest thing you can do for others. Hey, love, Coach Kat here. And today, as the first day of my own version of the 75 Hard Challenge, the Good Girl Release, I want us to talk about what it means to exercise radical honesty with enough kindness when you are a recovering or still are a good girl. Because yours truly is very much on that road. And I'm being transparent and sharing where I have been, where I am, and where I want to be. And one of the things that I have struggled very recently because I am a good girl, because I am such a huge empath, and I don't want others to suffer or cause any pain. I have caused more pain because of that. Let me know in the comments if you have experienced that because you're like so nice and you just don't want to, you want to tiptoe around things and you want to infer things, imply things. And then people get hurt because you string them along unintentionally because you don't want to hurt their feelings. It's such a catch 22. But what I'm discovering more so than ever at 49 years of age is that radical honesty is the nicest, kindest, most honest thing you can do for others. And then I add with enough kindness. Because what many of us do, we over explain, we justify, we make ourselves wrong from wanting what we want. And that helps no one. Okay. And that comes from people pleasing, that comes from wanting to be easygoing and nice and understanding and not be high maintenance. When in reality, you are hiding the real version of yourself that might be high maintenance, that might be someone that has opinions about their opinions, and has the right and prerogative to change their mind. As I continue to do this work, which is incredible, I continue to realize that there have been times, occasions where I have not been radically honest. I actually had a missed opportunity a couple weeks ago, and it was such a beautiful lesson because I shut down. I think I shared that before, and I realized that it was a learned behavior from before. So it reminded me radical honesty with enough kindness. Based on no information, I don't want to do that. Or you lie about what you said, or I changed my mind. No, thank you. And another thing that I realized that I have done in the past, and many people pleasers like me in recovering nice girls do, not only do they over explain, but then they want to leave everything in good terms. So they want to explain things and say, but we're good. Don't worry about it. You don't hurt my feelings. But in fact, their feelings are hurt. Or what in fact, they don't want to remain friends. I've done that. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't have the capacity. I am not available for that, not available for that. So this challenge that I'm on is not just about fitness, even though I really enjoy fitness since working with a trainer for the first time years ago and realizing that I actually enjoy working out. It really is about fitness for life. It's about practicing. And I know as I say this, I will have more opportunities to be radical radically honest. Even today, as I went out on a lunch, a couple of things came up and I was just being honest. And it felt so comfortable. Granted, it was a safe place, it was a safe environment, but it's practice nevertheless because we are what we do. Okay. How you do anything is how you do everything. You have heard that before, right? I know you have. So it's beautiful to realize that lying, because not telling the truth is lying, even if you're, you know how they call it like a white lie, which is not, it's not it's not good. It's just as bad as a bad dark lie. I don't know. um Being honest with yourself, integral with yourself. I always want to be in integrity. This morning I had another opportunity. Look at me, I'm doing so good. I had another opportunity and somebody went on and on about something that they have said time and time again, and I had explained over and over how I felt about that subject, about that situation. And I'm a Taurus, I have a temper, I'm Latin, that combination lethal. It was early in the morning. I went to bed super early last night, got up even earlier today to start the challenge. and do my 45 minutes. I did a power walk. I was hot. I was tired. I wasn't hungry yet, but I was tired. I felt bloated. Like, dude, not today. So I kind of snapped and I said, I don't care. Enough kindness. I have tried the nice way. I had tried the going around. I had tried so many different things. And there comes a time when you have to say no firmly, no emojis. So can I encourage you today? Because I'm doing that. I'm not adding little emojis. I'm not saying, but we can remain friends. I'm not saying you did not hurt my feelings if they hurt my feelings. I'm not saying that will not inconvenience me if it does. I am. I am going to be kind enough. And if you push me, you're going to meet a version of myself that I don't even like. And that is me rebelling against that good girl culture that I grew up with all the way until I was 18 years old. And even when we moved to the States, I still lived in that environment. So that was always expected, to not be high maintenance, to not ask for things, to pretend everything was a-okay. It freaking wasn't a-okay. It wasn't okay. And I'm glad that I can say that. I'm glad that with this challenge, I am tracking everything in my beautiful handy dandy new journal that I started today. I'm tracking my water. I'm tracking my reading, which I already did, and I'm tracking my money. And I decided today, I'm not only just gonna track my money, I am gonna track all the things that I'm attracting. As I was walking back from lunch, I walked by a little mobile library. Have you seen those? They're so freaking cute. And I missed this the other day when I walked by. There goes a book or something. And I walked by and didn't see anything. And today I was walking by and this book caught the corner of my eye. So I took a couple steps back and I picked it up just because of the title, Joy Street. If there was ever a title, I don't even know what the book is about, but the title, and I love that it's hardcover and I love navy. The fact that it says Joy Street, that's where I live. Like if somebody were to look up my address, my spiritual address up, they will see my cute little face smiling. I live on Joy Street. That is my default. That is how I feel. That is how I operate. That's where I feel the most alive. That is my preference. I like dancing and jumping and laughing and being silly. That's what I live. And that requires radical honesty. I don't want to junk, I don't want to mess up my spiritual being, junking it up with stuff, gunk it with gunk that doesn't feel good. I want to be light and free. And the way that I can do that is by being so honest with the love and just with enough kindness. So, to wrap up all the things that I said, today was the first day of my the Good Girl Release Challenge. It's been amazing so far. I have one more workout to do, so I'll get out of this dress because I went out to have a really amazing lunch. And I'll get that workout done with Dr. Robin B, who I really, really like. And I'm practicing radical honesty. I'm going to a sound bath tonight. I am sure I will have other opportunities to be radically honest with just enough kindness. Zero emojis, zero over explaining because girl, we're not here for that. This I don't know. I was gonna say 2.0, but this is like version 5.5 version of myself is unveiling her real self. I'm letting others see me, and it is their choice to partake, to say yes or no, and that's okay. And it is my prerogative to say, I don't want you in my sandbox. I don't want you in my space. This version of me is she's a little excitable. She says it like it is with a little bit of kindness sprinkle on the top. And if that's not heard, then you're gonna meet a side of myself that I don't really like. But she's there, she exists. And my friend, if you want to, if you want to be radically honest, if you want to be congruent with yourself, that you are who you say you are, and you do the things that you say you will do, then I invite you. You have the choice. It's not mandatory that you become radically honest first with yourself. How do you want to look? Because I realize I can be toner. Like I saw the back of my arms, and I'm like, I love my arms, but they have been toner. So I want that. I notice my body, and I'm like, I want my body to look different. So I'm being honest with myself and you. Like inside the community, I posted what I look like in a bikini right now. That is radically honest for me. Like maybe a little too honest. But I'm doing that because I need and want the accountability. I'm standing firm in what I say I want and need, and I'm making zero fucking apologies. And I said that because that's how it felt. So I'm being congruent and honest with myself. And I'm a big girl. I can say that if I want to. And that feels good. I don't do it often in public, but I do it. And sometimes it's necessary. So sometimes you put your foot down and you say, enough is enough. This is who I am. This is who I'm becoming. And that's good. That's really good. So thanks so much for listening. Again, today is day one of the Good Girl release. We're doing it differently. It's not just about the fitness. It's not just about the drinking of the water. It's about being radically honest. How does that work for you? Like I just posted on TikTok about break rules are meant to be amended or broken when need to. So how does that work for you? Maybe you grew up in an environment or culture like me where women were supposed to be submissive and kind and quiet and demure and not have any needs or desires. Honey, I have many needs and desires, many, and they are gonna be multiplying even more as I continue to become myself. And that I love that for me. I really do. So that's my invitation. If you feel inspired and you're like, Kat, I want to do this challenge with you. I don't want to be a good girl anymore. I want to release the shit out of her. Then I'm gonna invite you. I'm gonna put the link in the description of this video so you can join us. We started today, but you can join us anytime you find this video because it's gonna be a rolling challenge. I have a feeling many more good girls are gonna begin to raise their hand. In the meantime, I'm doing it with a handful of friends because we start not when we're ready, but we start when we make the decision that we want to be the most amazing, delicious, decadent version of ourselves. I'm here for that. Thanks so much for watching. Please know that I love you, that I'm rooting for you, and I'm going to see you super duper